Is it safe?
Did we make it?
Everybody okay?
I think so.
Survived another one. That's good.
Today on the show.
Good morning, scallywags! We survived another apocalypse!
Yes!
Hey!
You know, we need like a little counter somewhere.
Right?
Because this is like the 5th or 6th
Something.
one just in 2 seasons.
Just add another badge to your
Yeah, yeah, we'll just get, we'll start like,
Just
a,
start
like
little-
a little sash with some badges on it for every apocalypse survive.
If you didn't know, apparently there was another apocalypse Friday. Apparently, according to a renowned Christian authority,
The blood moon.
the blood
apocalypse.
moon was the 7th seal that was broken. But here we are. You're with us. We're glad you're with us.
Yeah.
Let's take the next apocalypse in stride, shall we?
Yeah, let's talk about what else you might have missed. Who's first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
You know, recently they found this black sarcophagus in Egypt, and everyone was like, "Oh God, it's cursed! Don't touch it."
Sorry, the fairies are back.
Well, now
Flying gnomes.
that's the result of the apocalypse. Yeah. Well, now there is a petition on Change.org for people to drink the liquid found in that sarcophagus. That's right. The sealed sarcophagus that was just recently opened in Egypt found 3 skeletons stewing in a putrid, rust-colored soup.
Yum.
What was that soup? Well, according to leading microbiologists, it's actually sewage, but that's just microbiologists, so what do they know, right, Shrew?
Yeah.
Change.org user going by the name of Mick, M-C-K, created a petition in the name of total sacrilege and, as of a few Saturdays ago, had already gathered 8,000 signatures. They wish to sample the forbidden nectar, or, yeah, whatever. We need to drink the red liquid from the cursed dark sarcophagus, he goes on to say, in the form of some sort of carbonated energy drink, so we can assume its powers and finally die. To be clear, the liquid is, again, actually sewage water that leaked in over the centuries that the Egyptian Ministry of Antiquities has also confirmed. He goes on, despite the large size of the sarcophagus, the bodies inside are not believed to be royalty. And regardless of where their accompanying liquid came from, an Egyptian news outlet posted a video to YouTube appearing to show a man dumping containers of the repulsive slurry right smack into the street.
Hey, let's check that out. That delicious.
No,
Don't you just want to drink that up?
man, that kind of looks like
Like
Yoo-hoo?
poop water? Yeah. Oh.
So unfortunately, it looks like our chance to obtain the immortality and or the mummy's curse went down the drain.
Ba-dum.
Oh, I just can't even. I'm sorry, I would like to drink some of that delicious red liquid and die of dysentery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have they not played Oregon Trail?
I guess not. I mean, that would bring you to a rather crappy end.
Right down the old. I caught myself again.
Yeah. So from one slimy situation to another one.
Ooh, good segue. Good
Yeah,
segue.
thank you. I worked on that for the last couple of minutes. And we know how Huffington Post likes all their puns. You know, we
They are so punny.
Yes, we reference that almost weekly. At World Snail Racing Championship, a good slime is had by all. The race begins with the words, ready, steady, slow. That's right. In Congham, England, the race starter stood up and shouted, ready, steady, slow. The crowd cheered, but the competitors remained stuck at the starting line. Welcome to the World Snail Racing Championship.
Ooh, such a thrilling sport.
Exciting, I know, right on the edge of your
Wait
seat.
for that wreck on the 4th turn,
Oh,
right?
God, it was terrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah, pieces of shell everywhere.
Slime flying across the crowd.
More than 150 snails took part in the annual event, held at a summer fete in Norfolk, Eastern England on Saturday, this past Saturday. where a silver tankard stuffed with lettuce leaves was the prize.
Ooh.
Fancy. The snails are placed on a special damp cloth marked with 3 concentric circles, and the creatures race 13 inches to the outer ring. We take this seriously, said racer John McLean, right before he died hard again. That's McLean. Never mind.
Hey, he's bald, Mr.
Close,
Clean.
Yeah, I know it was John McLean. Sounds like John McLean, and it's close enough. We've got training slopes. We look at diet. We are drug compliant as well.
Oh yes, because the doping, in snail racing is so rampant, right?
There's a whole expose waiting to happen there. It's the whole thing when you look at it at elite sports.
Yeah, it's such an elite.
The elite world of snail racing. Yes. The competition has been held since the 1960s, with each race lasting several minutes.
Yeah.
Go figure. Surprised it's not like several days. Competitors are able to select a snail from the organizers, stash, or bring their own. Joe Waterfield from the nearby village of Grimston found the eventual winner among her plants. I pulled him out this morning and told him if he didn't win, I would squash him.
Well, there's motivation.
I know, right? We'll give you a nice salty dinner for not winning. Let's see. It doesn't.
It's going to be.
It doesn't give the snail's name or anything, but I did see a picture of. There was one that was called U-Slime Bolt. Yeah.
And somewhere there's a French restaurant waiting for all those snails.
Oh yeah. It's exciting.
Well, after that thrilling and fast-paced sport,
I
might need a little bit of a nap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right.
Millennials outraged after baseball team advocates Millennial Night.
May I just say before this gets started that this is we did that episode about the open letter to basically people of the internet, and we made mention about how people are too sensitive, and it did start with the whole millennial thing. And this is the perfect example of that.
It advertises Millennial Nights, the Montgomery Biscuits. That's right. The Montgomery Biscuits. If you say a lover of naps, selfies, and participation ribbons, you would say millennial. But according to one Alabama minor league baseball team, those are the pillars of life for people born between 1980 and the 2000s. Along with avocados, craft beer, and safe spaces. Right?
I got a safe space for you.
In an effort to bring younger fans to the ballpark, the Montgomery Biscuits are hosting Millennial Night this coming weekend. Actually, it was a few weekends ago, but that's fine. They still had it. But their advertising on social media set off an eruption of mixed feedback from the very group they were targeting.
Because, of course, it did.
The Tampa Bay Rays AA affiliate, currently with a record of 15-11, tweeted, "Want free things without doing much work? You're in luck. Come to Riverwalk Stadium. It'll be millennial friendly on the 21st. So, literally just last weekend, 2 weekends ago, with a participation ribbon given just for showing up. Oh boy! Napping and selfing stations, along with lots of avocado burgers.
Oh God.
This season marks the first full year underneath the new management, and the team is testing out its funny bone. 80% of our people in our front office are millennials, myself included. The new CEO and Director of Baseball Operations for the team said. Tweeting advertised Millennial Night has since gone viral with 700 retweets, 600 comments, and 1,500 favorites. That all happened prior to the game, but the backlash on Twitter was swift, criticizing the post for its insensitivity and thoughtlessness.
Oh my God! I shared something. We have basically a chat room forum type thing for all of us to share stories. If when I pick out my stories for Monday or whatever, I share it so he doesn't pick the same story. That type of thing. And I shared a video last night, and it was from Funny or Die, and it was, this is what it would be like if the speech from Independence Day was given today.
Oh, good Lord.
And it's supposed to be this funny thing, because it goes into like all these people talking about how insensitive it was, and saying that saying mankind instead of anything about womankind, that type of thing. But like, I watched that video and just I couldn't even. I had a hard time finishing the video just because of how mad I got watching it. I'm just like, just the fact that this is so true. Just yeah.
Well, one tweet along that same lines. One tweet read, "As a non-millennial, I think your copy was supposed to read." Riverwalk Stadium will have a condescending promo intended to ensure millennials will never visit again. He does expect the intensity to decline. I'm not going to go to it, so I don't work on me. More than targeting millennials, it's sort of targeting older generations who like to make fun of millennials and like to say that millennials don't like working and don't like caring for themselves. And that was a gigantic run-on sentence. Because it was from Millennial. Murphy said the team was sorry for the advertising offended anybody, but they are standing by Millennial Night and would not change anything about their approach. But if you're offended by millennials complaining about this, aren't you basically furthering the stereotype? One millennial tweeted back, hashtag think about it. The story actually goes on and on and on. I'm not going to go into it, but basically, I think it was a brilliant marketing strategy.
It's funny.
It's funny, and you know what? If you can't laugh at yourself, then you're the problem, not the solution.
And the fact that you took something that was obviously done in sarcasm and you took it literally says everything that it needs to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't stress enough that we as an American society have become, and we talked about it, we're walking such a fine line. Are we afraid to offend somebody? What happens if we offend somebody? Wait a minute, I can't make fun of something. I could not imagine being a comedian.
When's stand-up comedy going to become illegal? Because it's insensitive.
It'll hurt someone's feelings. Guess what? You probably needed your feelings hurt then.
Yeah. Life sucks. Get over yourself. Oh, so let's just put that in the bag.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
I see it. Just toss it in the trash.
Yeah. Because a Bulgarian man's also in the bag.
What?
Literally. Bulgarian man bags world record for swimming in a sack.
What? And there's another useless world record.
That's a thing, apparently. Let's see. In Macedonia, swimmer, instructor, lifeguard, and adventurer, and I'm going to try to not butcher this, Yane Petkov, Bulgaria's answer to Houdini and Michael Phelps combined.
Well, of course.
Yeah, reclaimed that the Guinness World Record for swimming along with his hands and feet tied while fully wrapped inside a bag.
Because that's a life skill you need to have.
Indeed it is. Petkov, who is 64, swam 3,380 meters in Macedonia's Lake Ohrid, beating the record of Indian fisherman Gopal Kavari, I'm guessing.
Words, names.
Right? Because we're so good at names and complicated words and things. Who back in 2013 swam 3,071 meters in the Indian Ocean, though not in a sack.
Well, you failed, sir. You failed.
Not even trying. I mean, come on, man. What's the point?
You're lacking. Come on. Step your game up.
Pathetic.
Go home.
Let's see. The Bulgarian swimmer already had one entry in the Guinness Book back in 2013 with a 2,030 meters, but he only held it for 3 months until he was overtaken by Kavari. Before his latest attempt, Petkov said that he planned to swim 3.5 kilometers, and the Guinness observers were present for his swim, organized by the Red Cross and the Water Sports Club of Ohrid and Petrek. Petkov took around 3 hours to worm his way along through the water, face up and feet first, before he emerged on the shore in the ancient town of Ohrid, a popular holiday resort.
Well, if you're gonna do something, do it big.
Where's his name again?
Yanni?
No, the other guy.
Oh, the other guy?
Kavari.
Gopal Kavari.
Yeah. Ball's in your court.
Yeah. He just kind of lobbed it back at you. Now we're just waiting for whatever you're gonna do, sir.
Get a bag.
Step it up.
Do it in like a Walmart sack. And then I'll be impressed.
Or one of those 55-gallon drum garbage.
Or just don't. Because it's pointless.
But that's the whole point of the world record.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I think we did an episode on that. Yeah.
Well, from one dumb world record to just plain dumb. Louisiana man arrested for dialing 911. Not because he was in an emergency, but he wanted to see if he had any warrants.
Well, you do now.
You do now. Ask and you shall receive. A Louisiana man was arrested after he dialed 911 to see if there were any active warrants out. Christian Palacios, 24, made the call to Thibodeau. That's a Louisiana, that's a French Cajun name, and I'm not even going to
It's Thibodeau.
Thibodeau?
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau. Thibodeau police shortly after 10 p.m. according to WGNO TV.
Or as they would say it down there, Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, we're here for you.
Thibodeau now. Thibodeau now.
Responding officers reportedly asked Palacio if he knew the difference.
Go my swamp. Go my swamp. Y'all go and go my swamp.
If he knew the difference between an emergency and a non-emergency phone call, and when he told him that he did, he was arrested on charge of misusing the 911 system.
He just really needed to know.
Yeah, I gotta know these things.
It's an emergency.
Palacio was given a misdemeanor summons, which carries a penalty of 30 days in jail and a fine of $500. Thibodeau police urge residents to call the police department's main phone line for non-emergency calls, and they go on to be giving the phone number.
30 days in jail and $500 doesn't. That's like.
I mean, then every child under the age of 10 has probably racked up that sometime.
I mean, just those two things like don't seem like $500 would seem equivalent to like 48 hours in jail or something, and not a month. $5,000.
Do I have my
maybe,
choice?
But I know, right?
Did you say up to 500?
No, it said
his-
$500.
Yeah, that was his. That
The
was what he was
penalty up.
sentenced
No,
to.
it does. It says
Oh,
a
does it
penalty
say-
up to 30 days in jail or a fine up to $500. So it's a misdemeanor charge, basically.
So I mean, if it was kind of an emergency, but not really, maybe we'll just fine you $500.
So looking at his picture,
yeah.
really all he would have had to done is go, no, I don't know.
I don't know, Sheriff. I don't know. You tell me. I started off as Creole and then went somewhere else with that. I
It's
don't know.
totally gone.
I don't know what that became in the end.
That's
It was
Italian.
like a Italian Frenchman or something from with a little Borat mix in. I don't know. Anyway.
Wrap us up.
Someone needs to wrap this guy up because a nude man exercising at Planet Fitness thought it was a judgment-free zone.
Well, they are, but you still have to wear clothes, sir.
Yeah. Downward facing no. Because a man in a
I
Planet
see
Fitness
what
in
you
New
did
Hampshire
there.
took off all his clothes and began doing yoga in the buff. Police said Eric Stagno, 34, was charged with indecent exposure.
Independent exposure.
Yes, lewdness and disorderly conduct at a Plaistow location of the popular gym chain on a couple Sundays ago. The New Hampshire, man, I just lost my ability to speak all of a sudden. The New Hampshire Union leader reports. He was released on bail for an arraignment on the misdemeanor charges scheduled for September 21st. The story we got from witnesses was that the guy walked in, stripped down right there in front, left the clothes and belongings at the front desk, walked back and forth across the gym a couple of times, and then settled in over the yoga mats. Said Captain.
This was a dare gone wrong,
Right,
or he
Impractical
lost
Jokers,
the bet.
anyone? That was according to Captain Brett Morgan.
Captain Brett Morgan.
Yes.
Not today, crime!
Literally Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
Of the police there. When officers arrived, they said that they found Stagno in his birthday suit in a yoga-type position. That's yoga-type position in quotation marks. Doesn't say what position that is.
Probably not downward facing dog.
It was downward facing no. There
you go.
The only comment he made was that he thought it was a judgment-free zone, apparently referencing their slogan, Morgan said.
Yeah, he was doing the tree pose.
Yes.
Letting it all just hang in the wind.
Morgan told the Boston Globe that although the gym was pretty packed with patrons, Stagno kept to himself and seemed unaware that he was upsetting others. He was arrested without incident. Some of the comments some witnesses gave were that they felt uncomfortable, disgusted, sick, and unsafe.
There's
your unsafe thing
your safe word. I need a safe place.
There were more witnesses coming forward than we could take names. Some gym customers said that they suspected Sagno was under the influence of something. To me, it's like, what did you smoke before you came to the gym? No, I don't think you should be at the gym naked, gym member Kat Lancaster told New Hampshire News Channel WMUR.
We're here for
you. And you mentioned that it was sounded like a prank or a dare gone wrong. I said something about impractical jokers. Well, WMUR does spell W-MER. If you watch Impractical Jokers, you'll get that. Morgan told the Globe that Stagno did have some drug paraphernalia in his possession, but it was unclear if he was under the influence.
There's your answer.
According to the Planet Fitness website, the chain promises a judgment-free zone where members can feel comfortable regardless of their fitness level. It's not a clothing-free zone, Morgan noted to the Globe.
But if I want to, I want to feel free when I'm doing my workout.
Yeah.
No.
I want to break free. Yeah.
Wow. So we wrap it up with two idiots. Nice neat bow. Put it in the bag and toss it in the trash for the snails to devour later.
I thought you were going to say toss it in the river would have been better.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to pollute.
But it would go swimming that way if it was in the bag.
So we're gonna dump them in the bag with the fish. That makes us sound like mobsters.
I thought you were, but then there was snails involved, so I thought you were just re-referencing the stories that you have this big hair like hanging on right there on the side of your face. Let me get that for you. There you go. Got something we might have missed?
Put it in the comments below.
Yeah,
I'm still startled by the hair.
Yeah. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Keep doing the YouTubes. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Mash that like button for us, guys. And hit the subscribe bell. We want to get to 300.
Indeed we do. And go ahead and pick yourself up some merch. We've got some merch. We've got shirts.
We have merch?
We have
merch.
Yeah. You can get that right there on our Facebook page. Just send us a private message letting us know what colors of shirt you would like. That's color of the shirt itself, color of the text on the shirt, what size you need. You can pick up a short sleeve shirt for $20, $22 for a long sleeve, or you go ahead and get one of our hoodies, $25.
Yep, there you go. Yeah. That wraps it up for another wonderful, glorious What You Might Have Missed Monday. Stay tuned, though, for tomorrow. Come back and see us because we're talking San Diego Comic-Con.
Sanyo.
Sanyo!
I didn't know Sanyo had a... Are they even still a brand?
I don't
Sanyo?
know.
They
No,
make
I
like
think
TVs and stuff.
Anyway, San Diego Comic-Con coverage coming back tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Hi, I'm Hemlock from Springfield, and here's your Russian clip for the day.